tip, we'll be discussing ways to stretch your splits. For dancers, especially ballet dancers, being flexible and limber is really important, but it's also important to know how to stretch in a smart way. I typically recommend that you stretch once you're a little bit warm. So say after rond de jambes, or before adagio, or even after class. For most of us, stretching before class, our muscles are too rigid and too cold to really accept the stretch and for it to be beneficial for you. To help me demonstrate this tip today, I have Ella in our studio. There are two different ways that I encourage stretching your splits. The first that Ella is going to demonstrate for us is in a complete parallel position. We work a lot, especially in ballet, in a turned out position. And sometimes it causes muscles that we don't use to turn out to get really tough and inflexible. We take this stretch slowly. So Ella's going to start by shifting one leg to the back in a lunge position. Notice that she's going to keep her femur bones and her legs completely parallel to one another. As she starts to feel the front of her back leg release, she'll come down a little bit closer to the floor. You can set your back knee down to the floor completely. Once you feel more release in this position, you can start to inch your front leg forward, aiming to maintain the parallel in your back leg. In this type of split stretch, you might not get all the way down to the floor, and that's okay. Really what you want to do is make sure that you're feeling the stretch in the front of one hip and in the back of the other hip. Once you're in this stretch, breathe. Take big inhales and big exhales. If you'd like, you can take an inhale breath to stand tall. Exhale, go over your front leg. You can stay here for a little bit. Then come back up, and then we'll do the opposite. So big inhale, and then exhale, lift both of your shoulders up and back so that you get a little bit of a back bend as well. Another way to stretch your splits is to slide into the splits, maintaining your turnout. You want to be careful when you slide into the splits and make sure that you are in full control of your slide. So use your hands, you can use the bar, you can set up 2 chairs, whatever you need to make sure that you are not stretching your muscle too far. To slide, you simply place one foot in front of you like a tendu devant and slowly start to go down. Ella will use her hands as she gets to the bottom to make sure that she can support herself. Here, we'll work to maintain the turnout, so using the turnout muscles underneath both hips. What I also like to do here is with the hands to the sides, actually put pressure in them and lift your hips a little bit. Feel how your spine can lengthen and then slowly settle your hips back down. You can do the same stretches that we did in parallel, folding over your leg and combreing back in your turned out split position.
Greatmats is a national flooring retailer. Contact Greatmats for free samples, free design help, and live customer service today. If you like what you've seen here, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Greatmats on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Twitter.